feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
The following is a presentation of the DADDgamer Football League.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp, third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week. It's the Ravens and the Cowboys, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and CD, we've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position and be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it. That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 25 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Cowboys at 9-5 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. ETN, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. On 2nd down, a run. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Ravens have got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback going to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jackson looking to throw on third. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and that'll be good for a Baltimore first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the delay, here's Harris. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And they'll go again with Etienne. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first
of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Straight ahead, ETN. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Cup. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Garoppolo now. Open target here, Darius Slayton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Jackson now.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's brought in by Harris. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Garoppolo. Looking left-sided, and it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Jackson on first down. That is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. Gets past one man.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
That's complete to Slayton.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
He's got it. Touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
with career touchdown number 70. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
A give, it's Etienne off the option.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 3 yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Screen play, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Jackson's pass complete to yards on the pickup.
From the 41, Jackson. ETN bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. ETN up the middle.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. A handoff for ETN.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the give, this is Harris. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Garoppolo. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A gain of 5. And the Ravens first down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
That's Gallup on the slant.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They hand this off to Harris.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. 2nd and 11 now.
Delay of game, option.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Baltimore, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get...
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.